quick live. So no one knows this is going on. I don't expect too many people to jump on it initially, but hopefully I'll still be live while you guys are coming to check it out. I'm gonna move it over here just a little bit to get in the shade. All right, so a couple things I wanna share with you guys real quick. I can take these off so you can see me okay. Gold and silver, all right? We're gonna talk about that today. We're also gonna talk about enjoying some of these cool things like this so that you guys can, you know, get a benefit out of stacking. Okay, enough of us are just stacking. We're not talking about enjoying any of it at all, okay? So I got a handful of videos I'll be having coming out this week in the next several weeks. One of the great videos that's gonna be coming is I've got a handful of videos that we're gonna be talking about grading coins. And this is gonna come from the co-founder of PCGS. And we're gonna go into the details of what it was like before we had coin grading. What was it like to be and to start to build PCGS? We're gonna be talking about how to determine if your coin's worth grading. What are some of the costs for that? And I will be sharing with you guys in those videos a way for you to have your coins graded for free and to have them sell them for you, okay? Now, a lot of you probably don't want to sell those coins, but I will tell you this. You may have a coin, you don't understand the full value of it. It could be worth 10, 100, or 1,000 times more than you think it is. And if you happen to have one of those coins, yes, that might be something really fun to leave for your family and for your next generations. But it might also be a coin that allows you to go and build a massive stack, okay? And so, you know, I'm gonna move this just a little bit. My feet are getting hot here. So I think that's an important consideration to look at. What if you had a coin that you thought was worth $200 and it turned out to be worth $200,000? Would that make a big difference for you in your life and a big difference in being able to stack, okay? For most of us, I think that would be life-changing and life-altering. Most of us probably don't have that coin, unfortunately, but some of you might. You might have something that's been sitting around for a long, long time. So those videos will be coming out soon. I have to edit them. We're trying to make them as nice and professional as possible. And there's color grading and sound, and it's 2 different camera angles. So it's the most complex thing I've tried to do so far, and it's gonna take some time. I'm hoping to get most of that edited this week. It'll probably take us another week. So maybe the 2nd or 3rd week in July, we'll start getting those out. And it'll teach you guys about coin grading, okay? Now, right now, I'm coming live from Hawaii. I wish I could go out and see Craig. He's a great supporter of the channel. He's on a different island. I just don't have, I'm here too short of a time. And I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get out there to go say hi to him. It's not easy to island hop like it used to be before the pandemic came in. Now, some of you maybe have never been to Hawaii. You live on the East Coast and this is just too far to go. It's not cheap either. It's pretty expensive to do this. But one of the reasons I'm sharing this instead of waiting until I'm at home is I wanted you guys to see the beauty of it, okay? So I'm gonna kind of pan around. I'm in this little bay here that's really cool. And I've been coming here since I was 10 years old with my family. And then my dad, for his 50th wedding anniversary, so I guess my mom too, wanted to share this with the family, the grandkids that haven't been here. And so they're treating us to this great thing. Usually I think it's the kids that take the parents out for their 50th anniversary. We got lucky going the other direction on this. And so I hope each one of you can get to this point where you can take your kids and your grandkids on an awesome trip and be able to support them. And I got a video from my dad telling us that one of the reasons he's able to do this is because of the silver and gold stacking he's done over the years and how much it's gone up. If you guys haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up so that people know what's going on. What I want to let you guys know, do you guys need to get in there?
Yeah, sorry.
Shoot, I don't have my key.
Yeah, I know. We're just gonna do you mind if I ask you what you're
we talk about investing.
Oh,
so
really?
We're doing a live stream right now on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Stacking Surfer.
Stacking Surfer. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
You guys have to check it out. It's fun.
Yeah, we will. Sorry to ruin your life.
Hey, no, you're fine. You're totally good. I'm like half as tall as those guys. All right, so I think it's awesome to be able to do these kind of things, okay, guys? So we're gonna talk about gold and silver. I'm gonna give you some tips on how to make more money from it, how to stack more. What I really want you to kind of focus in though on is this for just today's stream. It's about being able to grow your wealth. It's about being able to leave wealth to your kids. It's about being able to have more wealth so that you can help and do more charitable things, okay? I believe in paying 10% of my income in tithing to my church. I also believe in going above and beyond that and doing other charitable things with what I can do. I don't put myself into a financial bind doing it, but I believe if I've been blessed by God, that it's there's two things, right? There's a little bit of a duty of helping more people, but it goes beyond that. It's love. It goes beyond to the love of wanting to help other people, to being able to help them have a better life too. And so when you do that, I highly recommend it. It's more fulfilling than anything else you can do out there. I think the other thing is experiences. We learn from experiences. We don't learn from books. Books give you information. Experiences is how you learn. And I will fight any educator on that any day. This is how my kids learn. They get to understand this. We just did a whole bunch of interviews of a bunch of my relatives here, which will come on a video here, talking about gold and silver. Do they have any? Do they know what it is? Do they understand the price of it? Most of them don't fully understand it, but hey, we can educate them one little step at a time. Being able to do a trip like this is awesome. It's not inexpensive. It does cost quite a bit of money, but I think they're worth it because it builds memories. You get pictures, take video and pictures and experience things. And as you do that, you build the family memories with everybody else, okay? So let's talk about stacking. Gold and silver right now are basically flat. Silver took a little bit of a dive a few days ago, but it's still above 35 at this moment. I did not expect anything drastic to happen with the Iranian stuff going on. I don't expect anything drastic to happen with gold unless you see that we full on go into war with Iran and, we're sending our military on the ground. If you see that, then I think you're gonna see gold go up and cryptos go down. You'll probably see silver take a correction there too. Keep in mind we've already had confirmation and a breakout on our cup and handle for gold. So prices are going up. We could see gold go back down and test 3,000, which is healthy because it would test the support, right? And the support's going to be around the 200-day moving average. I don't exactly know where it is, so it might be a little bit above that now. But it looks like we are out of the clear from having it go back down to 26 to 28. 3,000 is kind of that new number for us now. Could it go down there? It could. It could go way down. If you wake up and all the banks have zero balance in them and there's been a massive attack or cyber attack, or we have the electricity go out for a long period of time, or you have a massive terrorist attack, things like that could freak markets out and you could have a big drop, okay? But I'm not anticipating any major drops right now unless we have let's call it a black swan event. So what am I looking at right now? I'm still buying silver where I can. I've kind of put gold on hold for now. I'm waiting to see if I can pick up gold closer to 3,000 again. So I'm waiting. I've got plenty of it for my goals and needs. Silver, I want more of that right now. And I'm kind of waiting to see what happens at 35. If we see silver go down below 35 and it closes below 35 this week, it's going lower. I would expect it to go closer down to 32 bucks. And if we see it go below $32 and it closes on a week that way, I'd expect it to go back into the 20s. If that happens, I will be buying a bunch. To me, that'll be, buying a big dip and going forward. Silver has a 45-year cup and handle. It has not formed all the way on the handle, okay? It's got to get up higher. It's got to get up close to 50 to do that. And once we have that and it closes above that, then it should have a breakout just like gold has. However, and this is something I want you guys to keep in mind, and I have a video that'll be coming out that talks about this too. Silver is the most manipulated metal out there, and the bullion banks will continue to short the crap out of it until they stop. What would get them to stop? Okay, well, a big banking crisis would do it. Having a run on the banks would do it, right? A cyber attack on the banks would do it. The other thing that could potentially do it is, well, there's a lot of other reasons it could happen, but as far as what I'm thinking through is the main reason to do that would be someone else comes in and starts buying a lot of it, right? They buy the calls, which means they're going long with it. Okay, they think it's going to keep going up in price. So you could have a billionaire that comes and buys a ton of calls to try to push it, and then they could also, try to redeem it on the COMEX. And if they do that, then we could have a real silver squeeze. But you and I, we can't cause a silver squeeze. So every time you see silver squeezes out there and they tell you to go buy a bunch of silver, forget that crap. It's not real. It can't happen. It's not even possible to happen. We can't move the market that much. It is a time to have excitement, and you might want to have fun with it, okay? But, buy silver based on what you think is a good price for the silver at the time. Don't try to overpay to try to create a squeeze. You're not going to do it. Deals right now, I saw SD Bullion today with 100-ounce bars at spot. You can buy up to 3 of them. That's a great deal. So I would consider that if you guys are buying more silver. I only buy 100-ounce bars if you have all of the Constitutional you want, or junk silver, you have all the American Eagles you want, you have all the silver rounds you want, okay? Once you have, you're in my opinion, you're getting into the thousands of ounces of silver. That's where I think it's good to go and start doing 100-ounce bars. Outside of that, maybe up to 10-ounce bars is what I like to do. If you guys haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. That'll share this more with more people. So silver right now, I'm looking at that. Spot price is good, SD Bullion. Miles Franklin, if you haven't signed up with them yet, I would definitely do it. Andy does give a small referral fee if you guys buy from them for the channel, which does help keep the lights on and keep equipment good and all that stuff. Info at milesfranklin.com in the title and also in the body. Let them know Stacking Surfer sent you. But that's one way you can buy. The reason I recommend Andy Scheckman is, one, he's out all over the place, so you guys can see his opinion on things. You can see that he's very much into the community, guys. The other reason for it is they have some great prices. Their prices are much lower than what you can get from other bullion dealers, and therefore they keep it behind the firewall, which means they don't put it on their website. So don't go to the website looking at it saying, oh, it looks too high. You got to send an email to them. They'll have a rep call you, and you'll now have a face-to-face person that you can talk to. Your best bang for your buck is going to be when you're buying over $10,000 worth. You're going to get even better deal and values with Miles Franklin. But you can call them up, just set up an account, buy nothing, or you could buy a few coins. Sometimes you might get a little bit of a better deal with like an SD Bullion if you're buying just a small amount, if it's one of their dock sales, okay? But if you see that, I would shoot it over to Miles Franklin and see if they'll match it, or if they have something close to that they can honor it with. But definitely check them out. The other thing I would do is I'd go check into your local coin shops this week and see if they have a lot of silver. And so this is what I would go in and do and ask. I'd go into the local coin shop and I'd say, hey, how are things going? Are you seeing more people selling silver or buying silver? And you can ask the same thing of gold. Shoot the breeze with them a little bit. See what's happening and get some information out of them on that. And if you're finding out that they're getting a ton of silver brought in, you might ask them, like, what kind of silver are they bringing in? Can you show it to me? And you might be able to negotiate a deal with them that's just above the amount, the price that they're going to take it to their melter and unload it, or their wholesaler. You might be able to negotiate a better price than what they would normally sell it to you for. So, they're in business. They have to make some money, and the way they make their money is in their premium. So I'm not saying to undercut them and take them out of their premium, but I'm saying it doesn't hurt to ask. And you might find out they have a ton of Constitutional silver, and they're going to take it, and they're afraid the melter might melt it, but they have to liquidate. You might be able to pick that up for a great price. And usually if you buy more, you can get a better price. At least go try that this week if you guys are looking to buy more. Right now is a great time to try to get as close to spot as you can, because I think we are going to have some movement coming down a little bit on gold and silver. I think it's going to come back down and test unless we enter into a massive war. And if we do, then you might see silver pull back a bit while you see gold jump. Eventually, gold will settle down on that a little bit, and the silver will probably go back up. If we're really going into war, the honest truth is we're going to have to produce a lot more missiles, and those do take monster boxes of silver for the Tomahawks, and I think we used a fair amount of those the other day. So there's going to be replenishing that goes on, and we don't have a silver strategic reserve in this country anymore because our politicians have sold us out, and they got rid of all that stuff. They got rid of the helium, the silver, and they might have gotten rid of all the gold, which could be scary too. So what I want to let you guys know about is this. Stacking, in my opinion, is a way to secure your future, your family's future. And I also think it's going to be a great way for you guys to teach others, pass on wealth, and increase your wealth. And my hope is you'll be able to do some fun things like this. You'll be able to get out there, enjoy your family. You'll be able to pay your debts off, and all of that. Now, I wouldn't go into debt to buy gold and silver. I might have some caveats to that. You know, I think it's good to have some gold and silver. So if you don't have any, maybe you do that. But I wouldn't necessarily just go, and I also wouldn't go just pay your house off first before you buy any gold and silver. If you've got a low interest rate loan on your house and you're not doing credit card debt, you know, I think you should be grabbing some. And that's probably how most of us are set up in. But that's what I would say. Real quick, I'll just see if you guys had any comments for me because I can't read too well with my contacts in. Hey Craig, yeah, I did make it to Hawaii, dude. I'm over in Napili. So, yeah, this place is awesome. If I can, Craig, I'll try to get out there. I just don't know if I'm going to get to. It'd probably be on a Friday, probably Thursday or Friday, but we'll see. Yeah, it's hard to hear from you guys on here. Let's see. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for jumping on real quick. I do have a couple videos that'll be coming out. And Andy, we should have Andy tomorrow. It looks like he might have an issue with the studio, but I'm planning on Andy tomorrow. So I will be getting up bright and early for that, but we should have Andy on. I hope so, because we've had so much happen recently. So that will be 4 o'clock tomorrow Eastern.